In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC once again. We're also going to talk about Ethereum and Ripple XRP. And we're going to talk about the macro scale and also talk about the lower degree. So if you're new to the content, make sure to hit the likes, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and also join our public Telegram group, link in the description. We got almost 800 traders, over 850 traders right now in the group. So if you want to share your ideas and your chart and all that good stuff, make sure to join our public Telegram group, and just click in the link, click on the link in the description, and then you can join quickly. So now we're gonna start off with BTC, at least for the short term. So if you basically watch my previous analysis, I gave you guys a macro scale analysis why BTC going to be dumping all the way down to like below or 3K. But today's content, it is going to be roughly on a lower degree. We're going to talk about the 3-day chart and all that good stuff, the 2-day chart, and what could happen within the next few days or so on, right? As you can see, I said it multiple times previously. I showed you guys the 3-day chart, right? On the MACD, we said like if we let this crossover to happen, most likely we could be seeing some severe downtrend within the next few weeks. Okay, so that is going, like, we basically got this crossover, and since then BTC is basically been trending down. Okay, so now we also talk about it on the 2-day chart, like back in roughly around like late May, but most bulls could not basically grasp the big picture, and then still looking for 16, 20, and 50K and so on. So that's the done deal. 2-day chart, 3-day chart, both of them extremely bearish, at least for the short term. So we can imagine like some big move coming up, like within the next few days or so on, right? So now the next thing we're going to talk about is like the 2-day 21 EMA. I said it multiple times, right? Said it multiple times why we needed to basically stay above this range. Okay, we got like almost like a 10 touches. I said it in our basically both premium and public Telegram group. Keep an eye on the 21 EMA on the 2-day chart. It is very important. It's been holding the price since like the first drop we got, like from the first week of May. This Saturday drop, it was like a Saturday evening, right? We basically dumped like almost like a 2,000 point or something like that. Okay, so 15% drop, and now we just broke it. Okay, so we don't have any support level, but all the way down to probably the 100 EMA on the on the 2-day chart, which is like just about like 85 to 83 range. So that's a level I'm trying to keep an eye on within the next few days or so on. It is not even like basically sure if like we're going to be able to get a support from 85 to 83, because the drop could be much severe. We could drop all the way down to like a 71 and so on. All right, so let's keep that in mind. The 3-day chart, it is very important also. The last few days I was updating my premium group, and I was saying like we need to keep an eye on this level, because I was looking for a long, okay, to go back up to 50% of this candle. But as you can see, like right now you cannot trust the bulls, because they basically very weak in this range. I was looking for, even though the candle was engulfing, I was still try to give the bulls some chance, like a push back up to just about like a 94 to 9500 range before they capitulate, let go the price, and then the bear is going to capitulate the price. So but the bulls couldn't basically give us any push to the upside. Right now we're closing below this 21 EMA, very area. It is a very aggressive area to be closing below at. So if like we close again below it, most likely guys, the low 8K range could be the next support, at least for the short term, for the for the bulls. All right, now let's take a look at the weekly chart. The weekly chart, it is quite important. As you know, most traders, like Alicio, like to basically be bullish above the 21 EMA right there, and be bearish below it. Okay, as you know, he was basically a little bit bullish the last few days, all right, saying like a 12K and so on. So if you haven't watched my most bearish call for BTC, make sure to check my channel, and basically you can watch it. Okay, so as of now, we can basically look for a retest of this 21 EMA. If you just play BTC on a weekly basis, you can pay attention to it. As you can see, we closed below it right there, capitulated down. Okay, we closed below it right there, capitulated down, and got this reversal 40% pump. bulls started to scream bull market, bull market. I was like, guys, that's the biggest fake out of the the century. So do not fall for this. BTC is going to drop all the way down to like a 6k range to 5k range. We did that exactly a couple months ago. Everybody was saying, oh, this is a bull market, 50,000 BTC, the backed and all that good stuff. You guys fell for it, and then we dump all the way down to my target of 40 to 100 range. So same thing, guys. Most people are going to be calling for a bull market over the last like a few months, few weeks. People have been calling for a bull market for the last 8 weeks, okay, and we've been moving sideways over the last basically 12 months. People have been calling for bull market, and we're still making lower lows. So what do you want? Okay, lower lows, lower highs. It can be a bull market until basically we break at least 14k. You can start calling for a bull market and make a valid case, right? But as long as we closing and keep closing below 14k and 12k and so on, you cannot be expecting like a BTC to push to the upside. And most of you guys, I just want to add it, right? Most of you guys pretty new to crypto and saying like, oh, BTC cannot drop 3k. That's impossible. BTC cannot drop to 3k before end of the month, stuff like that. Guys, if you fall for that, you're gonna get wrecked. Okay, so BTC dropped from 20k all the way down to 3k in 12 months. Okay, so, and most people did not believe it. Okay, wouldn't believe like a BTC gonna be dropping down to 3k when BTC was at roughly around like a 6k area. Most people have been saying the same thing they're saying right now. BTC is in a bull market, and we're gonna hit like a $50,000 BTC, $100,000 BTC, all that nonsense. All right, so keep that in mind. Do not fall for that euphoric moon boy ideas and all that good stuff. BTC gonna capitulate. It is just a matter of when, not if. Okay, but most likely with a 90% chance, we most likely going to see BTC below 4k and so on. All right, so in terms of timing, I don't do time analysis. If you want to check for time analysis channels, make sure to check Optical Art, at least for the short term. He's gonna tell you when and exactly we're gonna be capitulating down to a 3k area and so on. All right, so now let's take a look at the 21-day chart. All right, the 21-day chart, I said it multiple times. I'm giving you guys another setup, another bearish setup. All right, I said it 3 weeks ago. We got a spinning top. Okay, that's very bearish. Okay, when you go back in 2018, 2017, we got a spinning top also. All right, so what we did, we dropped all the way down. We dropped 80% after that. Okay, so, and I explained to you guys previously also, pay attention to what? Tweezer top. Okay, as you can see, like this was a reversal. I was very bullish like back in 2018 February, March, after this reversal, because I was a newbie just like you guys. Okay, you see a big engulfing monthly candle, weekly candle, you're gonna be like, oops, we're going to the moon. All right, and all that good stuff. We didn't go anywhere, so we got a tweezer right there. Okay, the second tweezer, you got green, red. Okay, two candle next to each other. It wasn't exactly a tweezer, but you can see like it engulfed the previous candle almost like 90%. So that's good enough to call it a tweezer. All right, back in 2014, back in like just about like a 14k area, we got another tweezer. Okay, engulfed the candle like almost 95%, and we said exactly, okay, if we break like a 8.8k, we're gonna be dropping lower, and that's what we did exactly. All right, so now few months back, right, like back in like a roughly around like a February, I showed you this candle, and I was like, if we close this candle just like this, we're going to be dropping lower. But right now, take a look at it, guys. We could get another sort of tweezer right there. All right, back to back, right? So if we close below like a 8800 range before like a, let's say July 9th, right? I don't do time analysis, but this candle gonna close like roughly around like a July 9th, right? The 9th or 7th, something like that, right? If we close below 88, right, which is like the previous candle low right there, we most likely going to experience the same setup. Okay, so we're closing below this candle, the previous candle, this green candle. It is most likely going to send us all the way down to like some new lows and stuff like that. All right, so keep that in mind. It is a very, very successful setup. You can keep an eye on it. Right there, you got one right there engulfing, one right there, another one right there. Okay, and on top of that, once again, we're closing below the 3-day 21 EMA, we're closing below the 2-day 21 EMA. It is making it worse. All right, so let's keep that in mind, at least for the short term. The bulls are running out of time, so I wouldn't be too bullish. Even if like BC pump back up to 94, I think like it is just gonna be filling up the bears shorts. So keep that in mind. It could just be a bull trap and then a bear trap, and then basically the bears gonna be filling up their short position, and then before they start looking like before they start looking to the downside for some lower numbers, at least for the short term. Now let's talk about Ethereum. I'm trying to make it very short, right? So and concise. So let's take a look at Ethereum. So Ethereum, we're gonna take a look at Ethereum on the macro scale. So so basically what I'm trying to say right here, Ethereum, if Ethereum closes below the 2-day 21 EMA, right? Let's take a look at the 2-day 21 EMA right there. If Ethereum close, if like we get a closing price below the 21 EMA on the 2-day chart, right, we're most likely going to be seeing like a some very low number for Ethereum, at least for the short term. So just to show you guys, previously Ethereum actually not that bullish, right? And showed you guys previously when I was bearish on Ethereum, when Ethereum was pumping like just about like a 250 range, I was like, Ethereum gonna drop down to 185 to 175 range. We even capitulated all the way down to basically 86. And if you've been following our channel, when every single analyst, okay guys, was saying right there, when Ethereum was like 270, Ethereum gonna go up to like a 10,000, 5,000 and all that good stuff, I was like, guys, be careful. I was not sure you start like seeing like this big price prediction. You just gotta step back and relax and shut this sucker. Okay, so same thing, everybody, every single analyst out there start like being very bullish on Ethereum and calling for 10,000 and so on. I was like, guys, let's step back and basically take a look at the big picture. We're most likely going to be dropping. So I did not I wasn't bullish on Ethereum, did not touch Ethereum all this time, like after we broke above this 215 to 18, I did not touch Ethereum. But as of now, it is very bad. Okay, it looks very bad, at least for the short term. In terms of like a weekly time frame, it might not be that bearish as of now, because if you've been following our channel, the most important moving average for Ethereum is like the 25 weekly moving average, the 25 MA, not the EMA, but the 25 MA. So the 25 MA currently, it is just about not 200 U. Okay, it is currently just about like a 190. Okay, I mean $200 range. Okay, so if Ethereum closes below this $200 range, it is going to be like a done deal. It is just going to confirm like the bearishness of Ethereum, because we can get a nice bounce of a $200 pump back up like a rough around like a 220 and so on, because it is just going to be sideways correction and all that good stuff before we get the capitulation. But closing below $200 for Ethereum, it is going to be bad. It is going to be very bad for all the DeFi projects. Also Link, and all that good stuff people are pumping right now, they're all most likely going to be capitulating 60 to 80% within the next few weeks. All right, so I'm very bearish. That's my personal opinion. I wouldn't sell or buy based on what I'm saying. So make sure to do your own research. Okay, just because I'm saying Ethereum gonna capitulate, and I said it multiple times, right? Ethereum was right there, capitulated, right there, capitulated. Okay, so back in 2018 I was bullish. Okay, I was looking for Ethereum to go to the moon, but it did not do that. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. So now let's take a look at King XRP, looking very bearish. Okay, not just bearish, but it looks bad. Okay, looks very bad. So now XRP, we're going to talk about it versus BTC. And I said it multiple times, right? XRP most likely going to retest 1,000 sats. So if you guys been following our channel, we said it, right? XRP is very bearish. And a couple of weeks ago, I gave you guys a very good analysis and said, why XRP was roughly around like a 22 to 2300 range when I basically made that analysis, because XRP broke this descending triangle formation right there. Okay, we got this descending triangle. You do your one-to-one extension. Again, you could be looking for a very bad prices. Okay, 1-to-1 extension going to take you just about like a 900 to 1000 sats, but I don't see like why XRP going to be stopping right at like a 1000 sats. All right, most likely could wick down to the very bottom, just about like 500 sats. That's very bad, but at least for the short term, what I'm looking for XRP is like a retest of the 1-to-1. Okay, this 1-to-1, as soon as we break this as soon as we broke this level, I was like, look for this 1000 sats. Let's see if XRP gonna get a good support at 1000 sats, because 1000 sats could also be a temporary bottom. It might not be the absolute bottom for XRP. We can drop down, move sideways, give us a fake out up to 2000 3000 range, and then come down and basically liquidate all the stop losses right there before going to the moon. At least for the short term, no sign of reversal for XRP. So if you're bullish on XRP, you gotta be careful. If you're bearish on XRP, you got plenty of time to accumulate more XRP, at least for the short term. Okay, now let's take a look at XRP USD. XRP USD on Poloniex also not looking so great. All right, macro scale, as you can see, we talk about it multiple times, right? Once again, when XRP was right there back in June, I was like, okay, XRP needed to close on the monthly basis above what? Above the above 31 cents on the monthly basis, but we could not close on the monthly basis above 31 cents, as you can see. All right, 31 cents was just about this range of the 21 EMA on a monthly basis. XRP could not give us any bullish setup on the monthly basis, or even like on the macro scale. I said it like back in September right there. So I've been following XRP very closely. That's why I'm very bearish right there. I was like, XRP, okay, needs to close above 31 cents. As you can see, we dropped right back down to like 25 cents. And since then we weren't able like to basically push back up above this 21 EMA on a monthly basis. Very bearish. Okay, very bearish. As of now, monthly basis, you could say, oh, we're still maintaining like a good level of support right around like a 17 cents. But most likely, guys, we most likely going to drop below this range. Okay, we most likely going to be dropping below this level within the next few weeks and so on. I talked about the quarterly chart previously. As you can see, like this quarterly chart going to close like in 2 days. If we close this candle red, guys, it is going to be 4 quarters in a row. XRP is still like making what, almost like 5-6 quarters, right? XRP is still making like lower highs. So why would I be bullish on XRP, guys, when XRP the last 12 to 15 months, right, we've been making this type of a structure? Nothing bullish on XRP as of now. Okay, so if you like XRP, great. If you hate XRP, I don't care. I'm just giving you like a what I'm seeing in front of me, and what we could be seeing within the next few weeks and few quarters also, right? Because that's a quarterly chart. We can still drop all the way down to like a 5 cents to half of that. Okay, half of 5 cents and so on. So keep that in mind. All right, guys. That's all I wanted to cover for today. So if you're new to the content, make sure to hit the likes, make sure to subscribe to our channel, join our public Telegram group, link in the description. If you're looking to join our premium group, make sure to send me a message. I'm going to give you the link to our Discord channel. All right, guys, trade safe. Market going to be very volatile. Do not fall for all those moon analysis and looking for $100,000 BTC in 2020, because most likely we're not going to see it. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching.